First, I want to thank to the 98 subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you, and thanks for stopping by and deciding to subscribe to the channel. All right, everyone, welcome back to Borrow and Build. And in this video, I would like to talk about how can you use margin on Robinhood. And the beautiful thing about Robinhood is that for those that want to try out margin, or for beginners, is that Robinhood lets you use $1,000 with its Robinhood Gold. Basically, Robinhood Gold costs about $5 a month, and now they have like a yearly plan where you pay $50 for the entire year, and they let you use $1,000 on Robinhood, basically interest free. So if you want to start doing margin, I suggest that you should act it. Like I said, I'm not an advice. I want to put that out, in the clear for the algorithm. I do not advise anything, but that's what I do if I had to start all over again. I activate margin from Robinhood, which is $1,000 interest free, and as long as you don't surpass that $1,000, in my opinion, that's pretty safe. You can try it out, and if you don't like it, you can cancel it. But why should you activate margin, in my opinion? Well, the thing is that when you activate margin, you are borrowing from your assets. Remember that. Instead of, like, let's say you go to work, you get a paycheck, and you still have to pay for things, right? So remember that time is the greatest asset. Don't come saying that no, that this is too risky. Well, it's risky if you do not know what you're doing. So that's why I'm introducing this video. So basically, is that you work from 9 to 5, you get a paycheck, and then from that paycheck you pay your utilities, your rent, your mortgage, whatever, and whatever's left over, they tell you to invest it. Well, I do the opposite. I try to invest 100% of my paycheck into this portfolio, and I buy assets with it. And remember that these assets that I buy will appreciate over time, right? Like the dollar is a fiat money, which loses value basically every day, but we don't notice it until like a year has passed, and etc. So I invest my paycheck, and I use a margin. I borrow against my assets, so like that I could pay for my gas, my rent, my electricity, and whatnot. So I basically I buy the S&P 500, right, which is pretty safe because basically it gives you around 10% of year appreciation. It could drop 10% today or 50%, but over time it gives you a 10% appreciation year over year. And this is where I basically put most of my money, because I know this is pretty safe, and I'm starting to invest in SCHG. I think for now, I have a fight within me saying that why am I investing or putting my money into at the S&P 500 and SCHG, which when I could choose either one. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm debating if I should keep buying the SHG, or just keep putting my money into the S&P 500. And I have OT, which basically pays off a dividend, a weekly dividend. So by those dividend, I don't reinvest it back. Like what I do is that I let it go back into my buying power, because that way it reduces my margin. And when I get paid and I deposit my money, I also reduce margin. So once I keep doing this over and over again, remember that margin over time is going to be optional. And the things that I'm doing is because you know, I can stretch my money, like, oh, put 10% or whatever into the invested, and whatever's left over to invest it. This is not how the world is working any longer. So if you want to try a margin, try it with Robinhood Gold, which you pay $5 a month, or again $50 a year. They have like a yearly plan now, and you try it out, and you stay within that $1,000 range of the Robinhood Gold. And if you don't like it, you can just like pay back that margin, and you cancel your Robinhood Gold. So this is like the simplest way I can I can show you or can tell you how I do it. I don't have a spreadsheet. I don't. The thing the most that I use is like a dividend tracker, which I put the stocks that I'm holding, and kind of gives you my idea of how much dividend I'm getting paid. That's about it, because I want to make this as easy as possible. I'm anchoring my portfolio to the S&P 500 or SCHG, and you should do that. Like pick an ETF. Do not pick an individual stock. Like that's a big no-no, because you want to go as safe as possible. And nothing is safe in this world. Nothing is 100%. But you should know that when you invest into the S&P 500, you are very diversified. So yeah, so like have an ETF, one or two or three ETF, and put most of your money there, and have like a dividend ETF that kind of pays your margin over time. And I also have come to the conclusion that I do not know if I should keep adding money into dividend stocks, because I'm gonna show you that yeah, even though it pays your dividend over time, a growth ETF is going to surpass most dividend stocks. It's crazy. So I'm thinking like I should just pay my my margin with my fiat money, and kind of just keep buying, or having about 90% of my money into a growth stock, or a growth not sorry not a growth stock, but a growth ETF. So this is like a very simplified way of saying, hey, this is how you should start using margin with Robinhood Gold, which gives you a $1,000 interest free. Yeah, so this is like a very simple video again, and hope you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe and comment. And if you have any questions, like I will turn those questions into a video, just to keep this video moving, because I know most people get tired of seeing the same thing. But my channel is basically just about using margin, and using that margin to pay for my lifestyle. Okay, so thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.